The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson's self-declared deadline for reaching a post-Brexit trade agreement is tomorrow, although the European Union has given negotiations until the end of the month. Johnson warned last month that if talks hadn't progressed by the 15th of October, then he would prepare for a no-deal future. But that could be devastating for the UK's car industry, as our correspondent Ty Genwright now reports.
Mini is a British icon, a design which has endured since 1959. The UK is in its DNA, but for the past 20 years it's been part of Germany's BMW group. Most Minis are built here in Oxford with components from an international supply chain. Parts of the engine crisscross the English Channel 3 times before a new car rolls off the production line. If a Brexit deal is not done, there could be a 10% tax every time it crosses the border. And then, once again, as the finished car is exported for sale.
We need a deal. How big, how broad, how deep that deal is going to affect the viability even of the industry. We need to avoid tariffs. Tariffs will threaten the competitiveness of the UK industry.
Most of Britain's car makers are foreign-owned. Jaguar Land Rover belongs to the Indian giant Tata. Cars sold in the UK as Vauxhall are known as Opel in the rest of Europe, owned by the French company behind Peugeot and Citroën. And some of the UK industry's biggest producers are Japanese, Nissan and Toyota. Honda has already announced it will close its British plant next year.
Given that barriers are now going up with Europe in some sense, the Japanese are left scratching their heads thinking, well, you've ripped up the contract, we don't necessarily have to stay here. This is an industry that runs on very tight margins, so a 10% tariff will hit sales, it'll hit profits, and there'll be question marks about the future of plants in the UK.
The development of the latest model of the Mini has already been put on hold. A senior BMW executive warned last year that without a deal, they'd have to consider moving production of this British icon outside of the UK. BMW told Euronews the absence of a workable and frictionless trade deal would be damaging for our industry. We would urge both sides to continue to work towards a zero tariff arrangement that benefits the UK, the EU and our customers. Even without Brexit, the car industry is in flux. Factories need an overhaul to build the next generation of cleaner fueled cars. Manufacturers expect to sell fewer cars as car sharing becomes more popular. Big decisions are looming about where to build the cars of the future, and cost will be the deciding factor. Ty Genwright, Euronews, London.